We're diving straight into the world of ancient Greece today to spotlight a figure whose thoughts and methods have shaped the foundation of Western philosophy. This man, Socrates, stands out not just as a philosopher, but as a man of integrity and as a symbol of inquiry and debate. Born around 470 BC, Socrates is an enigma because he left no writings of his own. Everything we know about him comes through the accounts of students like Plato, and their stories paint a picture of a man devoted to understanding life, ethics, and the pursuit of knowledge. Socrates is best known for his unique approach to philosophy, famously captured through the Socratic method, a form of questioning that encourages critical thinking and illuminates the depth of our ignorance. Socrates was told by the Oracle of Delphi that he was the wisest of men. He didn't believe this, and so he decided to engage the wisest men of the times by asking them questions. He found that they lacked true wisdom or knowledge and realized that his wisdom lay in his awareness of his own ignorance, and that he alone realized how little he knew. In his 70s, Socrates was condemned to death by the Athenian court on charges of corrupting the youth and impiety. Despite being offered help to escape by his friends, he refused, arguing that he must abide by the laws of the city even if they were unjust. Socrates faced his death calmly, drinking a cup of poison hemlock as required by the sentence, and died surrounded by his followers, discussing the immortality of the soul until his last moments. Through his death, Socrates became a martyr for philosophy, embodying the quest for truth and the courage to question everything. Today, we're going to explore some of the profound sayings attributed to this legendary thinker, hoping they inspire you to seek your own understanding of the world and ourselves. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think. The unexamined life is not worth living. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. To find yourself, think for yourself. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. Those who are hardest to love need it the most. Call no man unhappy until he is married. Children nowadays are tyrants. They contradict their parents, gobble their food, and tyrannize their teachers. The value of a man is measured in the number of those who stand by him, not those who follow. To be is to do. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. Know thyself. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Friendship is the greatest of worldly goods. Certainly to me, it is the chief happiness of life. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. Speak, so that I may see you. Wealth does not bring about excellence, but excellence makes wealth and everything else good for men, both individually and collectively. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. Not life, but good life is to be chiefly valued. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. Understanding a question is halfway to understanding an answer. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune, nor too scornful in misfortune. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. To move the world, we must first move ourselves. An honest man is always a child. I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing.